Welcome back to Phase 1 of my Ultimate Ironman Progression series. Last episode, we ended up tackling a tanglefoot and getting this nice Drayman staff here to get us around the world a little easier. Just finishing up an AFK mining session. We got up to 57 mining and have 8 nuggets towards the next piece of the outfit. We still have most of the outfit to get. The only piece that I have stored in the house is the helmet, and I won't be able to grab that out until I have the rest of this, but I'd like to make the next piece that I get the most expensive one, just so that these nuggets are less restricting in my inventory as time goes on, if that makes any sense. So I'll just hold on to these probably during the entirety of this video. If they get in the way, I'll end up dropping them, but hopefully not. So the main goal of this video, I think, is going to be to get Proselyte. It's just generally going to be a really good upgrade. It's going to be nice for Slayer in the future. It's equivalent to Adamant Armor, which I can wield, and has a really nice prayer bonus. A nice upgrade over the Initiate Armor that I have stored in my house currently. So with that, to accompany it, we're going to want to get a tier 40 weapon as well, and I'm leaning towards the Baronite Mace, as I mentioned in the last video. So this video is just going to be doing a series of quests that allow me to get up to the point to do Slug Menace, because you need 30 rune crafting and also 30 Slayer. So everything we do is going to be centered around that, and I'll put a nice graphic up on the screen for you, just so you can kind of visualize the quests that we're going to knock out. First and foremost, I think the highest requirement that I don't have, that I'm actually going to need to grind out, that I can't be assisted with quest experience rewards in, is woodcutting. I need to get that from 36 to 45 to be able to cut maple logs, because I need that for a quest. I need a maple log for the Eyes of Glofrey, I believe. So 45 woodcutting, and then we're going to do the Wanted quest, which we got the requirements for last video, and we're going to do Temple of the Eye, just because we have the runecrafting level for it, and it'll give us a nice runecrafting experience boost. And then Tribal Totem. That one's a little random, but it'll give us it'll get us up to 30 thieving. I know I could just easily go get this experience, but I'm a huge advocate, and if you can do a quest to give you the experience, just do it. So we're gonna do Tribal Totem, really easy starter quest in the Ardoin area, and then hopefully, if I have the rune crafting level for it and the required woodcutting, we'll move on to the Eyes of Glofrey, and then onto Slug Menace. But before we do Slug Menace, obviously we're going to have to get a tier 40 weapon, and we're going to have to go grind out some Slayer, because I need level 30, and I don't think that there are really any quests that will get me that high. Got 45 woodcutting and 47 fire making. Here on the Isle of Souls. Pretty nice spot, 2 teaks right next to each other there. Easy access as well, with a fairy ring recently installed. Not sure when they did that, but pretty chill. One of the 2 skilling grinds that I'm going to have to do for Proselyte, one being woodcutting obviously, and Slayer. So next, I guess, is just to bust out a bunch of quests. Wanted quest completed. 1 quest point, 5,000 Slayer experience. Access to the White Knight Armory. 84 quest points total. That's a really good chunk of Slayer experience. We'll see what level that gets us up to. This guy still wants to talk to me, I guess. Cool, 23 Slayer. I need 30 in order to do Slug Menace, the quest for Proselyte. So that's pretty good. I'm not sure if there are any more quests that I can do Slayer related. We're very close to 24, so that won't be too bad of a grind once we get to it. That's Temple of the Eye done. During the quest we actually got quite a bit of runecrafting levels. We went from level 11 all the way up to level 19 just from doing the tutorial. So, and we also get a quest point and 5,000 more runecrafting experience on top of all that, and a medium pouch, which I'm just going to drop as well. And we get access to Temple of the Eye, which is going to be good for just training runecrafting in general. The outfit is really overpowered. It'd be really great to have. I can store that in the house, and might be good for starter runes. So we'll see. But I think next we're going to move on to the Eyes of Glofrey. That's our next quest. But I'm not sure that I want to do it yet. I might just go to Kemdozil and bust out the Baronite Mace. That way I can... Because I need to make mud runes for Eyes of Glofrey. So, and I know the best way to get like the talismans to make the mud runes is probably going to be to kill those wizards that are south of Falador. They drop it at like a pretty good rate. I forget what it is. It might be like 1 in, I don't know, 15 or 20, something like that. Which still, it could still be a potential grind. So I'll just get a good weapon for that. I almost forgot to close the quest completion thing, but there's 27 runecrafting. All the way from 19 is what I left off at after the tutorial. So really good. I only need 3 more runecrafting levels for Proselyte. So if we are able to do Eyes of Glofrey, I'm sure that I'll get that. So no extra runecrafting training needed. Grand Tree quest done. 5 quest points, 18,400 attack experience, 7,900 agility experience, and 2,150 magic experience. And access to the gnome gliders with 90 quest points total. So I know this is kind of out of nowhere, but it was a requirement for the Eyes of Glofrey quest, which I've been talking about doing. So I just decided to knock it out before I headed to Kemdozil. Oh, and here's the... I keep ending the clip right before letting you see the levels. Here you go. 57 agility from that experience. Cool, cool. And up to 44 attack. I think we were level 41. So a decent amount. And 46 magic. Cool. I actually needed that for Eyes of Glofrey as well. I'm here in Kemdozil killing these Chaos Golem dudes for the Baronite Guard, which is one of 3 pieces needed for the Baronite Mace assembly. And I'm kind of debating whether or not it's worth it. They drop the guard at a rate of 150, and then you have to gather the other 2 pieces as well. So all 3 pieces are RNG based from various activities down here, and I could just go get a rune scimitar from the Zamrock Warriors at a rate of 1 in 150, literally a third of the time, if everything works out, if RNG is average. So I think what I'm going to do is, since I'm already down here, I'll just use the rest of my runes, and if I don't get the guard by the time these runes are up, I'll just go get some more runes, and I'll just head to the Zamrock Warriors and get the rune scimitar, because I don't think it's going to be worth the time investment. Okay, so we spent about 1,000 casts at Kemdozil trying to get the Baronite Mace piece. Obviously it didn't work out, so we're here at the ZMI altar. Just getting ready to kill these Zamrock Warriors over and over again. The drop rate for the rune scimitar is 1 in 50, so a lot better drop rate, and we can expect to get a little bit of alchs along the way. Not that I can cast high alchemy yet, but just some good drops to sell to general stores like I don't know, adamant longswords and rune daggers, just to cover the cost of runes. So yeah, we'll be here for undetermined amount of time. Look at that beautiful sword on the ground. We got it. Tier 40 weapon acquired. That means we can go slay some of those wizards south of Falador to get some talismans and do some slayer and all that jazz. Also, by the way, we got the rune scimitar in 60 Zamrock Warrior kills, which is only 10 over rate, so really not too bad. Also 49 magic from the grind, which is nice. We're close to level 50, and that's really not far off from high level alchemy, which would be really handy. We got some nature runes from a random, and a bunch of iron arrows from a maze random event. I might use these up, maybe, I don't know, superheat item or something, but it'd be nice if we were able to use them for high alch, but no, we'll just go sell all of this stuff to the shop in, well, yeah, we'll go to that shop in Westerdoin to get max profit out of it. The first of many victims to fall to my rune scimitar. We're going to be killing these wizards, specifically the water and earth, to get talismans, to then hopefully make a mud rune. And I guess I didn't need to buy earth and water runes because it looks like that's on their drop table. Makes sense. They are earth and water wizards. So, yeah, this is where I'm at. I need to get, let me think here, just one of each will be fine, because to make a mud rune, I think I need to take an earth talisman and earth runes to the water altar, or just the other way around. So water talisman, water runes to the earth altar. So I think I could do it either way. It's not 100% chance to make it work, so I'm going to bring a bunch of runes. I'm going to have a pretty much entirely full inventory of rune essence, just to optimize my chances, and hopefully make some mud runes, and then we'll be able to do the Eyes of Glofri. So I got the earth talisman, but it's taken me a while to get the water one. Their respawn time is a long time coming, so I've just been hopping between worlds, but then I realized I could just go to the abyss. I could just go to the water altar through the abyss and then use my earth runes and my earth talisman there to make the mud runes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get a full inventory, or a full-ish inventory, as much as I can, of pure essence, and we're going to head to the water altar. Here we are at the water altar with all the supplies needed. So all we have to do now is use our talisman on the altar, and there we go. We made 8 mud runes, pretty good. We just need 1 for the quest. So we'll go ahead, and there's still a lot of items that we need to go gather. Let me pull up the Eyes of Glofri quest right now. Yeah, quite a bit of items to collect, some oddball ones. I need to get some maple logs, which is why I got 45 wood cutting at the start of the video. And then I need to go get a bucket of sap, which I think you just use, what, like a knife on a pine tree or something, right? Yeah, on an evergreen. Okay, yeah, I'll just go collect all this stuff and then we'll do the quest. And that's Eyes of Glofri complete. 2 quest points, 12,000 magic experience, 6,000 runecrafting experience, 2,500 woodcutting, and 250 construction. Really nice amount of experience, especially in magic and runecrafting. And we get a crystal seed, which will come into play later in the account. That offers just a, when you construct with the crystal saw, which is what is made from this seed, it's a +3 invisible boost. So, and it does stack with the tea that you can make in your house for a max of +6, just easy construction boost. So 92 quest points total, if I didn't say. And yeah, let's see what levels this gives us. 51 magic, that's really good. That's teleport to Ardoin. And 32 runecrafting, hell yeah. We overshot our goal. We needed 30 for the Proselyte to do Slug Menace. So I believe the last requirement that we have to do Slug Menace, let me just verify, but I think it's Slayer. Here we go, S Slug Menace. Yeah, just 30 Slayer left. Nice. And that's something that we're probably going to have to grind out. I'll take a look at the quest experience rewards guide on the wiki, just to verify that there isn't any kind of easy quest we can do for some free experience. But yeah, we might be doing some Slayer. So we're here at Lumbridge Castle with the Dwarven Rock Cake, about to finish our first sub-quest for Recipe for Disaster. I found a couple quests that do offer a small amount of Slayer experience before I actually get into the grinding. This one's pretty easy. Didn't take very long. I just had to get a law room drop from, like, what were they, Chaos Druids? Like a 1 in 12 drop, wasn't a big deal. So I could telegrab this thing. But yeah, we'll go ahead and use this on the dwarf. Finish up this portion. That's 1 quest point, 1,000 cooking and Slayer experience. Increased Colonromancer's chest access, and 93 quest points total. And that takes us up to 25 Slayer. Any other levels? No other levels, but but we are going to possibly do another quest. Animal Magnetism gives 1,000 Slayer experience as well, but in order to do that I need 30 ranged. So it's just going to be kind of another long list of tasks and just crap that I'll have to do. So I'll draw up a game plan and kind of decide if it's worth it or not. There's Ernest the Chicken done. I decided to go with the Animal Magnetism route to get another 3,000 Slayer experience, because why not? It gets a lot of other quests done in the process. Next we'll be doing Demon Slayer, and then the Golem, Shadow of the Storm, and Death to the Dorgeshan, I believe, because that gives range experience and I can do it. And then we should be okay to do Animal Magnetism. I'm not sure. We might have to grind out a little bit of range, but that's the game plan. So I was killing some goblins for the ridiculous amount of bones needed for the Demon Slayer quest, and I got a chef's hat, which is an item needed for a beginner clue stash. I think all I need is a red cape, and I can go ahead and throw it in one of these bushes here. I'm not sure which one it is, but yeah, there we go. Beginner stash completed, and I can grab that chef's hat out of there anytime I actually need to go into the cooking guild. So useful little storage unit there. Yeah, we just need one more bone. I'll go ahead and start the quest, and I'll get that during the quest. Demon Slayer done. 3 quest points, Silverlight acquired, and 100 total quest points. Cool. We're gonna go on to the Golem, and then Shadow of the Storm after that. Holy crap! I just went into the desert for the first time, and I unlocked like 10 music tracks. What the hell? They just give them away? That's kind of weird. But anyways, we're just on our way to do the Golem quest. I have all the items for both the Golem and Shadow of the Storm. So yeah, I just thought that was really strange. Like, why would they give you seemingly every single desert music track as soon as you go through the Shanty Pass? Just bombarded. Golem quest done. 1 quest point, 1,000 crafting and thieving experience, and 101 quest points. And we're going to move on to Shadow of the Storm. We've got all of our items for that already, so we'll get to it. Okay, so I'm fighting the final boss of Shadow of the Storm, Agrith Nar, and I've just been flinching behind this torch the whole time, but for the last part of it, I do believe that you have to face tank him, because your dark light needs to get, like, I don't know, his blood on it, and there's like a whole animation it needs to go through, and if you flinch and you run behind the torch, then he will, I believe, heal back to full or around full, so you need to be standing here face tanking him when he actually dies. So just remember that if you're trying to flinch him as well. But that's the fight over. And we are going to choose range, obviously. That's our only level 1 combat stat. And it'll give us a free 10,000 experience right away in it. Pretty nice. And we get Dark Light, a little upgrade to Silverlight. 1 quest point and 102 quest points total. And from here, what are we doing next? I think we're gonna do Death to the Dorgeshan for a little more range experience. Continue on the Goblin quest line a little bit. Oh, and I did it again. I ended the clip before showing the experience. But yeah, 1 to 27 range, pretty insane. We need level 30 for the Animal Magnetism quest. So yeah, 1 to 27, and I'm not sure how much experience we'll get from Death to the Dorgeshan, but hopefully it'll get us close to 30. So I need a light source for this quest that I'm doing, and I really just can't think of a better place to go for one. I thought that there was a torch here. Let me hold down Alt, see what we can find. No, I guess not. I guess you just needed a torch for this quest or something. I always struggle remembering where to find light sources. On this account alone, I've probably spent like 3,000 coins on light sources because I bought a candle from that rip-off artist outside the Lumbridge Cave entrance. But I can never remember a good place to get one. I just need to get the what is it? The Kandarin Diaries done for the headgear just so that I always have one at Purdue. But God, I could just walk up to the candle maker, I guess, but that seems like such a far run from anywhere that I have easy access to. I really gotta figure this out. I'm gonna do some research on this. So I tried looking it up, and I really had no luck. It's kind of a unique problem to have, I guess. Most of it was just like buy a bullseye lantern on the Grand Exchange. So I just kind of thought of this off the fly. I think that there is a candle spawn over here in this tower. Yeah, the watchtower. Maybe, and it might already be lit if I remember, if memory serves. I was just kind of brainstorming as to where like spawns were of light sources where you can buy them, and this just seems like the best answer right now because I don't have obviously log runes, so I can't just teleport to Camelot and grab one from the candle maker there, and I don't feel like spending 1000 GP every time I need a light source. So this, I think, is going to be our solution. Anytime we need a light source for a quest, at least presently, we'll just minigame teleport to Nightmare Zone and run over here and grab this lit candle. I'm glad to remember that. If you guys have any like better ones that you use on a regular, other than obviously the Kandarin headgear that you can buy from Purdue, yeah, let me know, because it's something that is kind of inconvenient, and I'm probably going to end up getting the Kandarin diary done just because of that, just to do that. But I think this one is locked behind like a crafting requirement because you need what? You need a fish bowl, right? You have to get a pet fish in Catherby. Let me see. Yeah, get a pet fish from Harry. And that's locked behind crafting. Let's see what level that is. 42. Okay. So I could probably do a couple quests, get up to that, do that, just always have a light source. And that's Death to Dorgeshan done. 1 quest point, access to Dorgesh Khan, 2000 thieving and range experience, and 103 quest points total. We'll see what levels I get out of that. 35 thieving, and we're up to 29 range. Awesome. With only 1300 experience left until our goal of 30. So the next quest that we plan on doing is Animal Magnetism, but I won't be able to do that until 30 range. So we'll probably just grab a bone crossbow from this guy right here and train some range up, because that's probably going to be the cheapest and most effective way to do it. And I think I have the level. Let me make sure. Yeah, I got the level for it. So we'll just grab this, grab some, I don't know, studded leather armor from what is it, Horvik, that dude in Varrock with the anvils near Varrock Center. I believe he sells studded, and we'll just find something to train on, I guess. Okay, so I'm here at Tree Spirits, and I got a rune axe on like the 3rd kill. I'm obviously only here for the mithril axe for Animal Magnetism quest, but this is actually kind of nice to get, since I was already thinking about swapping my AFK activity from mining to woodcutting. This is because one of my main goals right now is to get as many quests done as I can, and having that rune axe will let me grind woodcutting a little bit better, because woodcutting is actually one of the higher skills you need for the quest kit. You need to get like 70 something. Without the dragon axe, like you have to get, I'm pretty sure you need like mid 70s or something. I don't know. I'll look into it a little more, but kind of nice to have. I'll hold on to it for now. Alright, and literally as I ended the clip, I get the mithril axe. So, Tree Spirits are kind to me today. And I believe that's all of the required items for Animal Magnetism now. Let me just double check that. I need to get 20 more, or 20 ecto tokens, so that won't be too bad. But yeah, mini quest of acquiring all items to do the quest done. So there is 30 range done. Just came down to the Hill Giants here near Shazian area in Zaya. Knocked it out. I only needed 1,000 more experience, and that is the last requirement needed for Animal Magnetism. And we went ahead and got our ecto tokens as well, so we are completely set for it. I might knock out these clue scrolls in my inventory. I got the beginner clue from these guys, and the easy clue was from, like, I think pickpocketing ham members from the ham storeroom last quest I did during Death of Dorgeshan, because you needed to. I needed to get 2 full ham sets for that, so that's where that came from. So maybe we'll get some goodies from those. Animal magnetism done. 1 quest point, 2,500 woodcutting experience, 1,000 crafting, fletching, and most importantly Slayer experience. And we got our backpack. We'll see what Slayer level this gets us up to. 26. Oh, that's our first. That's our first bit of fletching experience, level 9. Had a little bit of malfunction with the previous clip, so at least the last half of the previous clip. I did end up opening the beginner and easy clue. I was able to do both of them and got about 11,000 coins and this green elegant top from the easy clue. The beginner clue was trash. I just got 21 fire rents, so kind of expected from those. But yeah, this will be a unique that I'll be able to throw in my house, and because I have the oak treasure chest, which lets you store beginner and easy clue scroll rewards, and there's no limit. You can store, at least for Ultimate Ironman, you can store 1 of each unique. So we'll go ahead and store that, and I still need to get 30 Slayer. We did end up getting 26, obviously. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing that yet. Whether I'm going to use range or melee or just a mix of the two, whatever suits the task, I guess. If I can save spot, I'll save spot. So yeah, 30 Slayer. I believe that's the last requirement that I need for Proselyte, and then we're close. We've almost met our goal for this video. So I got a Slayer task of wolves, and I just figured this is a good time to do the Imp Catcher quest to go ahead and get the Amulet of Accuracy on the account. Just a little minor upgrade in the amulet slot to improve our accuracy while doing Slayer. Not really necessary, but it's a quest. Those are our goals. So I thought, why not? So here we are. We're going to be murdering who knows how many imps. This is a pretty decent place to do it. Here, and I know the Volcano and Karamja is pretty good too, but I prefer here. Easy to get to with the Ardoin cloak, so right next to the monastery. Red bead number 2. Red bead only account. Yep. Black bead. White bead. And there's the yellow bead. Quest is all but done. There's Imp Catcher done. 1 quest point, 875 magic experience, and our Amulet of Accuracy for our tiny little Slayer grind. 105 quest points total, and as you can see on the right, we only had to kill 50 imps to get all 4 beads, heavily weighted on the red bead. So we got 6 of the red and 1 of each other one. So yeah, our task right now is wolves, and for our level, I think the best place to kill them is probably the Stronghold of Security. I don't think I can find any lower level wolves throughout the game, so we'll be headed there to do our task. There's our first task complete. 32 wolves killed. Off to Brickthorpe to get another one. Okay, just finished up our 5th task, which means any task after this is going to be for points. 28 Slayer right now, pretty close to 29, and we ended up getting their unique drop of Mystic Gloves Light. That's 1 in 512, and it'll probably go in the house, never to be heard from again, but still pretty cool. And there it is, 30 Slayer. That's the last requirement needed for Slug Menace, so we'll be doing that shortly, and I'll be getting my Proselyte. There's Slug Menace done. Gives us 1 quest point, 3,500 crafting, rune crafting, and thieving experience, and promotion to the rank of Proselyte, which allows us to buy the Proselyte armor, which is a direct upgrade of the Initiate armor I'm wearing right now, and also storeable in the house. We got some nice levels here, 36 crafting, could do some basket weaving, 34 rune crafting, and 37 thieving. Honestly, any rune crafting levels are great, so although rune crafting isn't too bad now that they have that that new minigame, Temple of the Eye or whatever, Guardians of the Rift. So I went ahead and bought the Proselyte armor from certification here. I ended up spending 25,000 on it. I actually saved 5,000 by buying the pack instead of the individual pieces. It would have been 30k instead of 25k. So a little pro tip there if you're looking to buy Proselyte in the future. So I'll show you the stats right now of the Initiate. Right now we've got some stats reaching mid 80s, with Crush on the low end at 69, and Magic at -9 with a prayer bonus of +16. And our direct upgrade is looking a lot better. It's reaching close to 120 in a lot of the stats. 100 Crush bonus, that's a huge improvement there. The same -9 for Magic, and a +4 prayer bonus over the Initiate at a +20 prayer bonus total for my guy. So really good upgrade, and also storable in the house, so it'll be readily available anytime I need it. Don't have to come back and buy it from this guy every time. So the Initiate I could sell off just for a little bit of cash, but I'm not really strapped for it right now, so I'll just probably end up storing it in the house and keeping it there forever. But if I really need money and I remember, I'll just take it out and sell it. I can probably sell it back to this guy or to a general store or something, or maybe if I have a high alchemy, I can do that. So now I just need to figure out what I'm going to do next. Obviously, still sticking to the theme of questing as much as possible. We have actually a really good start on this guy. We're like, as far as like total quests completed, we're over a third of the way through. And we have 106 quest points out of 290. So looking really good. I'd like to maybe just finish up the free-to-play quests just to have those out of the way. Become a Dragon Slayer champion. And just really do, I don't know, they have this cool thing, the optimal quest guide. Obviously it's not really optimal, I guess maybe if you're a beginner account and don't really know what you're doing, but if my goal is just to do every quest, like, then why not? I'll just maybe just start going down this list or something. But yeah, it's nice. It shows everything kind of in order and what you need for it, and if you have the requirements. So that's a nice little tool, nice little guide. So I am going to end the video here. We met our goal of getting Proselyte and did a lot of quests in the process, and retired our Initiate armor. In the next one, I'm probably going to be working on, well, right now I'm probably going to be going to AFK, probably AFK mine to get rid of these nuggets in my inventory. I'll get like 30 or so and buy the boots or whatever I can buy, and just clear that up and get ready for AFK woodcutting. Like I said earlier in the video, I'll be keeping this rune axe to make woodcutting my new AFK activity, and I'll do that while I'm editing or doing other things, eating, stuff like that. But as for the next video, probably leaning towards finishing up the non-member quest, like I said, but also maybe getting Void. I don't know, we'll see. I need like 42 base combat stats to even wear Void. It's like 42 attack, strength, defense, range, and magic, and then you need 32 prayer, I believe. So we've got a pretty good start on that. We're good as far as prayer, magic, and attack are concerned. I would just need to get a couple more strength levels and then quite a bit of defense and range levels. But I think that'd be a good goal to go for the next video. We'll see. We'll see if that's what I end up doing. I tend to change my mind a lot based on this quest list. So we'll see. But I really do appreciate you sticking around to the end. It means a lot, every view. So with that, I'll end it here, and I will see you in the next one.